All right, 5:59, here we go, 195 West, right by the Wampanoag Trail. That is in East Providence, and that is a pretty good ways away from the Washington Bridge on 195 West, which is now closed, and you can see the traffic is already backed up. It is really not moving at all. This part of the highway will be very busy, and they're all headed to the Broadway exit because of the closure of the westbound side of the Washington Bridge. We are in a pinpoint traffic alert here, and it's a big one.
Yeah, we have live team coverage of the detours in place and how it will impact drivers on both sides of the bridge. TJ's forecast, the weather much better than this time yesterday morning, that's for sure. And thankfully so. 12 News at 6 a.m. starts right now.
Now, coverage you can count on. This is 12 News Now, this morning.
6 a.m. on Tuesday. If your commute takes you over the Washington Bridge to get to Providence, 195 westbound, you will need to find a new route. We've been telling you about this since yesterday, and now it's a reality. Wait until you see the backups already this morning.
The Department of Transportation has closed 195 west to traffic after discovering serious structural issues with the Washington Bridge, ones that led to concerns that the bridge could collapse.
So our live team coverage continues right now as the commute gets underway. It's already a mess. Let's get right over to Melissa Sardelli. She has a look at the detours in place and these massive backups already on 195 this morning.
Yeah, the Rhode Island Department of Transportation abruptly closing the westbound side of the Washington Bridge, and RIDOT Director Peter Alvidi said the westbound side of the bridge will be closed for at least 3 months as workers make emergency repairs. RIDOT has blocked all of the on-ramps leading up to the bridge, marked detours in place on how to get around. So definitely a mess out there. Drivers already seeing some delays here on 195 if you're making your way toward Broadway and East Providence. You're already seeing these delays backed up to the state line. The detour continues to North Broadway. So if you're headed this way, right now it's about a 1 mile stretch of delays even leading up to the detour. You can see your speeds 3 miles per hour. Already seeing those delays backed up to the state line, something we never see at this time unless there's an issue out there, and this detour certainly creating a big one. A 1 mile stretch of the roadway closed, 195 West closed over here in between Broadway and Gano Street. So as a detour, if you're heading out, you're getting off Broadway, eventually making your way over the Henderson Bridge, back down to Gano Street, eventually hopping back onto 195. But it's one of those things that you really need to plan for. Work from home if you absolutely can. Up 95, also have another crash near Coney Street, so that's creating some delays if you're headed up to Boston. I'll have the latest on that. But for now, we want to send it on over to TJ. TJ, at least we have nice driving conditions.
Yeah, we're not looking at any snow, rain, or wind or anything like that here in southern New England today. Let's get a look at what's going on. First of all, in the capital city, I have a few clouds there in the distance. We are all dry, and we should stay dry through the day. Over in New Bedford, we've got dry conditions on the roads and in the sky. Nothing showing up on the radar. Temperatures upper 20s to lower 30s. We're at the freezing mark in Providence now. 32 in Newport, 30 Coventry. A little colder there in Hope Valley at 26. School day breaks down like this. It's cold, but not terribly cold. Sunshine in the 30s this morning. In the afternoon, we're looking at temperatures in the low to mid 40s. Fairly normal for this time of year. We'll talk all about the rest of the week in just a couple minutes.
All right, turning back to this top story this morning, the closure of the Washington Bridge to all westbound traffic on 195.
This sudden change will have an impact on drivers for many months to come. So, Jay Coulter, live on the east side of Providence this morning, right where traffic will come off the Henderson Bridge, the Red Bridge as it's known by locals, into the east side of Providence. And I mean, he's been there for 90 minutes or so.
And it's been traffic already.
And packed already this morning. Folks trying to get an early start, Jake, but they're not going anywhere right now near Wayland Square.
Yeah, that's right, Patrick and Kate. On my drive in to get here at around 5 o'clock, it was pretty smooth sailing, but the traffic just has grown and grown and grown ever since that. Like you said, I am here in Wayland Square. This is Angel Street. And right down there is where people are coming off of the Henderson Bridge to make this detour and try to get to where they need to go. Now, the traffic that typically travels westbound on the Washington Bridge from East Providence.
Like the way they're talking.
Close main detour, as we've been saying, is going to be right here. They're going to come down Angel Street, make their way to Gano Street, and then get back on the interstate that way, that on the other side of the bridge. Now, this comes after the Rhode Island Department of Transportation announced last night that crews had discovered a critical failure in some of the bridge's original components. RIDOT Director Peter Alvidi explained that a number of the pins designed to brace the bridge have been severed. He warned that if the westbound side of the bridge remained open, there could have been a catastrophic failure that might have caused it to collapse.
We know this is going to cause an inconvenience to commuters, but we needed to do this for the sake of everyone's safety.
And unfortunately, this is not the end of the traffic disruptions. Even this morning at 9 o'clock, RIDOT plans to close 2 of the lanes going eastbound over the Washington Bridge on 195, and that'll be for roughly 2 weeks, and that'll be around exit 1A. Now, the reason for this being is they are going to try to work to get westbound traffic moving on the eastbound side again. That'll take about 2 weeks for that to happen. Reason being is because RIDOT Director Alvidi says that those westbound lanes on the normal piece of the Washington Bridge that is all too traveled it's going to be 3 months at least to get that back up. And then you have to take into account that we're staring winter right in the face, so there's always conditions that can be unexpected. So that's where things stand right now. We'll give you an update coming up next half hour. For now, live in Providence, Jay Coulter, 12 News.
All right, live look again, 6:05, 195 westbound down to 2 lanes. Traffic barely moving at this hour. East Providence will be jam-packed with this detour. RIDOT has now provided, having the commuters take the Henderson Bridge, taking it over the water there to right where Jake just was.
Right.
And again, this is the situation folks will be dealing with for a very long time.
Yes. Other concerns this morning, delays for the local school district and how the city is working to provide extra support for first responders and people in need. I don't know if you saw, but there was a school bus behind Jake driving by this at 6:06 this morning.
Yeah, a lot of kids will probably be late to school this morning. So Joe Cortez spoke with East Providence Police this morning about some of the preparations they are making moving forward.
Yeah, Patrick Cade, speaking with a dispatcher this morning for the East Providence Police Department, he tells me that they're putting on additional dispatchers for the influx of calls they're expected to have. They're also working on getting additional officers for some of those details work. Now, looking around here, I mean, traffic's already beginning to pick up, and the reality of the situation is could take weeks or even months, but just like my grandmother says, we're all in this together, and these are going to be the details going forward. So right now, you're going to be able to get off Henderson Bridge, and you're going to be going down North Broadway, and that'll put you over toward the 195 on-ramp, or where we are at the corner of Route 44 and Pawtucket Avenue. Now, if you're familiar with this area, you know how log-jammed Taunton Ave can be during the commute. Anywhere from the Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership down where we are, all the way down to the public library. And the East Providence School District sent a message out to families telling them to prepare for some extra travel time today. I actually just got off the phone with Ocean State Transit. They said they are expecting a lot of delays, but we have seen about a half a dozen to a dozen buses going through this area. Only one of them was for the East Providence School District, so we'll get more of an update on that in just a little bit. Now, this all comes as frustrated drivers from last night had a slow-moving commute, and they voiced their concerns.
Every day, back and forth.
So if it's closed for months,
Then I'm screwed. How the hell am I getting to work? That was my reaction.
If I was going across the bridge, my car would have been going right on that, because I don't know where the crack's at. It's just crazy.
Now, East Providence, they have put up numerous detour signs around this area, so you'll be able to find your way through. They'll be looking at, a lot of people are going to be looking to use Waze and Google Maps to find different alternative routes. But if you're looking for any other information on this situation, head over to our website at WPRI.com. We'll keep you updated both on air and online. And later on, hopefully, we'll get more of an update on the situation here. But for now, reporting live in East Providence, Joe Cortez, 12 News.
And you can count on 12 News for continuing coverage all day and for the next few weeks, months, the impacts it's going to have over that time period. Right now on WPRI.com, we have information about the available detours and the expected construction timeline. We'll have live reports for you throughout the morning. Melissa will be tracking this every second, and we'll have updates for you as well.